Have you ever wondered how a cheap drone, costing less than a family car, could destroy a $2 billion nuclear bomber in seconds? On the morning of June 1, 2025, the world witnessed a scene that had only existed in films and fiction until now. Ukraine launched a strike deep inside Russian territory, targeting airbases once thought to be impenetrable. These weren't just attacks, they marked the beginning of a cyber-military revolution. The operation had a codename, Operation Spiderweb. Preparations for this operation had been underway for the past 18 months. Ukraine's security service, the SBU, specially prepared 117 FPV drones, each rigged with explosives and costing less than the sound system at an average Indian wedding. But the difference was in their precision, and their silence, which brought death. The drones were hidden inside trucks that moved dangerously close to the targeted Russian airbases. From the outside, they looked like ordinary wooden sheds. But inside, a new kind of air force was waiting. As soon as the signal came, the shed roof slid open, and the sky buzzed with a new kind of hum. It wasn't ordinary. It was the final heartbeat of Russian strategic pride. Belaya, Dyagilevo, Ivanovo, Olenya, and Voskresensk, 5 of Russia's most strategic airbases, were hit simultaneously. Belaya, located deep in Siberia, was nearly 4,300 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. But for Operation Spiderweb, distance wasn't a barrier. The drones flew as if they were tracing a pre-laid web, and perhaps that's exactly why the mission was named so. Strategic bombers like the Tu-95, Tu-22M3, and A-50, all nuclear capable, were hit with pinpoint accuracy. Most attacks targeted their fuel tanks or avionics, rendering them irreparable. The estimated total loss, over $7 billion, and a far greater loss to Russia's strategic air capabilities. These drones weren't dumb weapons. AI was integrated into their targeting systems. Machine learning algorithms identified targets. And to avoid GPS jamming, the drones navigated via Russia's own GSM mobile network. In other words, Russia's own cell towers became the backbone of the invasion. Panic erupted inside the Kremlin. Putin called for an emergency meeting, but the damage had already been done, and the world realized that warfare was no longer about tanks and missiles. War now belonged to data, artificial intelligence, and cheap but smart weapons. Ukrainian President Zelensky hailed the operation as a historic success. Russia claimed the drones were shot down, but satellite images and on-ground footage told a different story. Operation Spiderweb was no longer just a mission, it had become a message. And for India, this message should ring loud and clear. Countries like Pakistan are already experimenting with kamikaze drones. The real question is, are our armed forces ready for such low-cost, high-impact war doctrines? Or will we too be caught off guard when a similar strike comes our way? Operation Spiderweb proved one undeniable truth. In modern warfare, strength alone is not enough. It's brains and precision tech that define the outcome. An operation that embarrassed a superpower like Russia will now be studied in every military academy, as a case study, as a warning, and possibly as a blueprint.